Hello my friends, and welcome back to my channel. I am so happy to be here today. I haven't been able to sit down to film a video in so long, it feels like, just with school and other things going on in my life. I got my wisdom teeth out, which was fun. I can insert a little, oh my gosh, wait. Should I insert a little video? I thought that I was vlogging when I was getting my wisdom teeth out. I guess you can see that if you want.
I vlog. I got my teeth out. I really hope. I really hope that it's a good day. I love you.
But it's been so long and I'm so happy to be here. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really truly appreciate all of you that watch my videos. And if you're watching this right now, make sure that you subscribe to my channel and like this video so I can create more great content for you. Today, oh my gosh, I need to put, Today, we are talking about something very exciting, and that is brushes. There are so many brushes that a girl could use out there. For curly hair though, you gotta find the right brush. So depending on your curl type, your hair density, your hair porosity, well, maybe not hair porosity, I don't know. But you need to find the right brush that fits your hair. And so today, we are going to be talking about two popular brushes that you might be interested in looking into. These two. These two brushes right here, I'm so sorry for all of this hair. This is disgusting. I'm really sorry. These two brushes right here are super popular in the curly world. First competitor is the Denman Brush. This brush has 7 slots for bristle spines. I personally only use 3. This brush is great for detangling your hair vertically and defining your curls horizontally. So it is a brush of many talents, and many people call this the brush king. I don't know if they call it the brush king of brushes, but it has a little crown. And it's a really good brush. I know so many people that use it, and today we're going to test this out right next to this bad boy. This brush isn't any super popular brand. It's the Bomeiyi Brush. That's the brand. But this brush in general is super popular because of its nylon bristles and its boar bristles that are half the length of the nylon bristles. The reason why this is such a great brush for curling your hair is because it creates really great tension on the brush. You know when you use scissors to curl ribbon? This is kind of what that does. Creating that tension on your hair kind of makes your hair curl more, and kind of more in a ringlet ribbon-like form, which I love personally. So I'm really excited to try this out alongside the Denman brush and see which one works better for my hair. I have my hair up right now because I already did it. Actually, I was excited to see how it would turn out. So if you want to know how these brushes compare next to each other, keep watching. Okay, hello. We are back with wet hair, and we are going to get to styling. So, like I said in the beginning of this video, I'm going to be styling half of my head with the Denman brush and half with the Bomeiyi brush, which is basically like the Be Hairful brush or the Curl Organics brush, if you know what those are like. I could have bought the Be Hairful brush, but this one was 10 bucks, and the Be Hairful brush is 40 bucks, which personally, you can correct me if I'm wrong, I don't think it's worth it to get a nylon and boar bristle brush for 40 bucks. Now there is one from Curl Organics, like I mentioned, and I'm sure there's lots of others, but those are the two that I've heard of. That is 15 bucks, well, 20 bucks with shipping, which is a pretty good price, but this is 10. So we're gonna see if this works. And then with the Denman brush, you can see what I did was I took out the last 2 bristle spines. This helps to create better clumps in your hair. When there's more bristles, it's better for thicker hair, but for someone with not that thick of hair, I like to take out a few bristle spines. So let's get into it. I've already put in all of my product, did my wash routine. You can see that in my 2 videos ago video on my channel. I clip up half of my head And we are going to do this side. Now I'm going to be using this brush, and I'm going to be doing two different curling methods. The first one is just brushing it out horizontally and doing a little bit of a curve and shaking it out and just let it do its own thing. And then I will try to do some curl training, which I can show later on in the video. But for now, let's get into it. My technique for this is to either way, you can do it this way or that way, just depending on your curl pattern. I like to switch it up a little bit. I like to do it this way on the front pieces, but basically what I do is I put the hair into the brush, kind of make sure that it looks like a nice ribbon on the side, and then I brush with tension, and then I curl the brush around a little bit and shake out my curl and clump. And then on the top section of my hair, I like to brush upwards to create better volume in my hair. Now we're going to get into the curl training section of my hair. I usually do this around the front pieces because those are the nicest ones. So I'm going to start with my hairbrush upside down, going in the direction that I want the curl to go in. I continue to create that tension, but once I get towards the end, I start twisting my hair around the handle of the brush. Now this only works if you have a hairbrush that has a slippery handle, but this is just really good to help your curls train. Alright, so this side is done, and this is what it looks like. Pretty normal, I think. Just doesn't look super different from what it usually looks like if I try and brush out my curls afterwards. But we'll see. I think there's some good potential. Time for the Denman brush. We are just going to do the same kind of technique with this side. Just the regular brushing out and then the curl training. So I'll speed this through and see you in a little bit. Okay, actually now that I look at it a little bit more, I can see a difference. This side, the clumps look a lot thicker than this side. I don't know if you can see, but I don't know. We'll keep going. We'll keep going with this and figure it out later. Now we're back to curl training. We're gonna detangle our curls first, and then we will use our brush upside down. And once we get to the end, we'll start curling it around the handle. I will say this brush is a lot easier to do the curl training. Just the handle, I think, is just more meant for it. But saying that doesn't mean that this isn't good for doing curl training, but we'll see. Beautiful that is. Oh, it makes me so happy. This is my favorite curl on my head right here. Okay, both sides are finished. So this side looks like the Denman brush side and the nylon and boar bristle brush side. I'm gonna put some gel in this and blow dry it and get right back to you after that. I'm back with these beautiful clips in my hair. But if you don't know what these are, they just help to boost your roots if your hair is just looking a little bit flat. So sometimes I do this like right after I blow dry my hair when it's just a tiny bit damp. This is my hair after it's blow dried. It's completely dried, but I need to scrunch out the crunch of the oil so that it gets a little bit fluffier. And I'll get back to you after I do that. And we're done. This is my final product. It might be kind of hard to see. I'll come a little closer. But so this was the Denman brush side. This was the boar brush side. I love this side and I hate this side. I don't know if you can tell, but the curls just do not really align. They're kind of all over the place and stringy. Whereas on this side, most of them are in these really nice ringlets, which I'm a big fan of. They're just so cute and thick. I love it. I think if I used this brush on my whole head, you could tell a difference, and this brush in another wash, you could definitely see. Maybe I'll try that another time, but I would 100% recommend a nylon and boar bristle brush more than a Denman brush. Now, that is pretty controversial just because the Denman brush has been the king of curly brushes for so long, but just like with everything else, it really depends on what kind of curl you have. So a girl with thinner hair like me, sometimes a Denman brush doesn't really work out that great for my hair, whereas a boar bristle brush, it kind of just brings the curls together in a really lovely way. Just makes those really nice ringlets and makes your hair look thick instead of stringy. You know what I mean? Nobody wants stringy hair. I have no doubt that the Behaviorable brush probably does do some tiny little magical thing to your hair that this one doesn't. But for 10 bucks and for these cute ringlets, I am down. So down. So I will link both of these down below and comment which side you like more, because maybe I'm just seeing things, because I mean there are some good pieces. There's some good pieces. And I'm not gonna, Denman brush is a great brush, just not for me. Thank you so much for watching this video and supporting my channel. I'm out here to fulfill your requests of different videos and continue to be better and learn more about the hair community. So thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you next time. Bye!